Okay. Let's see. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So for the HTTP URL connection, I basically what it is, you get connected to a website, and then you test it if you can get connected or not, and they basically read some of the information on the HTML um, of that website. So in this case, what I did it was I run a test for the BYU webpage, and and then I put some commands to see if I can read the HTML, if I could get connection on it or not. So the first thing that I did was I put a try and catch instead of all the coding. Uh, in case if I don't get the connection that I wish for that website, it will catch it, and it will send a message saying there's no connection for this reason, or the website is not valid, something like that. So that's why I did the try here and the catch over here on the last section of the code. That is a malform URL exemption and the IO exemption. Like I said, basically that's just gonna catch if there is any connection or any problem connecting to that website. Then you get connection with this command, the http URL connection. And this is the syntax, how you get the connection or how you use this command in order to get the connection to the website. Um, you have to specify that you're gonna get an information from a website and that you're gonna use Chrome as your what is it called, like
Browser.
the browser. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
And what is user agent again?
It's basically you're defining that the user agent is gonna be Chrome or your browser. You're gonna use Chrome as your default browser to get the
Gotcha. Okay.
connection on that website.
Okay. Awesome.
And then you're gonna put a timeout that how long it does it take to get the connection. So in this case, it was 300 seconds of what I
Right.
did. Um, the second part of the code, uh, it's basically stating or using the commands to see if you can read that website, that HTML for that website.
Okay.
Um, and then again, there's a time thread that if you don't get that connection, it's going to display an error saying that you couldn't read that page.
Right.
Then the third part is the one that is actually going to read the content, the HTML content for that
Oh.
website.
Okay.
That's what I use the buffer reader and all of that command right there.
Nice.
Uh, and the string basically is I used a while loop just to read one line at a time until the very bottom of that HTML website.
Gotcha.
So it's gonna be reading one line at a time until it reads all of it. I'm gonna then I close um, that section, the buffer reader, and
Okay.
then the last part is just the catch section.
Nice.
So I'm gonna run it just to see so you can see it. This is a valid website. Like I mentioned before, this is the BYU Idaho website. I'm gonna run it, and this is what it. Oh, it says the permission denied. I don't know why. Give me 1 second. I need to disable my firewall.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah, the first time I tried it, I ran it for like 10 minutes trying to
Oh
figure out
man.
what's the problem. Okay, there you go.
Oh, very nice.
So you can see like it reads the entire website, the
Yeah,
HTML part,
that
and it
looks all
gives you
too
more
familiar.
information also like, well, here's the head, script, the CSS, um, yeah, some of the style right here,
Yeah.
um, some of the script too.
Huh.
So yeah, it reads the entire HTML page of the BYU Idaho page, and it displays it
Nice.
here. So basically saying that, yeah, I get connected. This is what is inside of that, and here's the information. Now, if I put a invalid website, let's put on. See if that works. Yeah, I guess it does exist that website.
Oh,
Let me try another one. Um, yeah, there you go.
ah,
So I type www.amazon.cl and you throw an exception saying that it doesn't exist.
gotcha.
I don't remember exactly the definition for those exceptions, um, but like I said, basically it's just one that is the URL is not correct, or there was a problem with the connecting to that website.
Ah, okay.
Um, but yeah, I don't know if you have any questions.
No, no, that's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, you know what? This actually was the easy one, the easiest that I found besides
Yeah,
the MVP,
let me see.
MVC. Yeah,
Yeah.
this one was one of the easy ones.
Okay.
Now for the UML, I found a couple of tutorials. Am I still sharing the screen?
Yes.
So I'll share these websites uh, a little bit with you. And yeah, like I said, this is just tutorials, like the sequence diagram tutorial, then explains step by step how you can create those tutorials and explain what it means. Um, the graphics of it, and it gives you
Okay.
some
Yeah.
of the examples of how you can apply it. For example, this one, you can get very complex. For this one, for example, is the bank uh, to see if a checking account, if there's a check, to get the balance and all things like that. For the use case diagram, I basically use the same program like I mentioned before, like with the for the ATM machine
Yeah.
to see if it was a checking or savings account,
Uh,
and basically just like a different views and um, definitions of your program, and it kind of helps you see like what else you can implement in your program, or maybe some of the things that are not really good relationship between the cases.
yeah.
So in that case, for that, I think it was very helpful for me to see the US case diagram.
Yeah.
For example, this one is really, it's a very simple one where you get the actor, which is the customer,
Right.
and then you go to the bank and see if you try to open account, if you're gonna do deposits or withdraw, and then some of the cases um, that depends on those uh, other functions in order to be implemented or not.
Gotcha.
Um, and again, this one tells you step by step how you can create that. Uh, then I found another website that explained a lot of them, like the behavioral UML diagram. In this case, it was the use case diagram.
Yeah.
The state machine diagram, that's one of the ones that I use for the ATM. Sequence
Nice.
diagram. I can't remember if it was another one that we needed to use. Structural, and it gives you like again step by step how you can create those.
Huh.
It's really helpful if you already have like a program already in mind
Yeah.
uh, to see visualize how your program works basically.
Right.
Um, for example, in my case, I'm going to show you mine. Um,
Hey, Randy.
for example, this is the case diagram for the ATM, and it was very simple. You got the customer or the actor, that is the definition. And then just simple tasks like withdraw, transfer, check balance, settle bills, and they include um, that will depend like what you want to do if you need to log in and what how you're gonna handle that. The include is something that it has to happen in
Right.
order to get connected, and the extend is just like something that you might use or not.
Right.
In this case, I put this one the extend it was to handle the invalid password, or if the customer decide to abort uh, the process of what's going on.
Yes.
So that was the simple one, the use case diagram. Then I used the sequence diagram for the same thing, the bank account, and this one got a little bit more um, detail on on the functions itself, because now you define like uh, variables inside the
Yeah.
functions, like the withdrawal. You have variables like account number and the amount, things like that. And then for the third one, for the state diagram, I did the state machine diagram for the ATM, which is basically how the ATM works. It's more like it looks like an electrical diagram kind of
Right.
thing.
That's cool.
So, but yeah, I'll share with you uh, those links so you guys can have an idea uh, how to implement them. Any questions, Karam?
No, that was good.
Well, I think I missed most of that, so
Yeah.
What's up, Randy?
it's being recorded, so I guess I can just watch it a little bit
Yeah,
from this after you get submitted. So
yeah. If you guys have
I
any questions, like I can help you with where I can. Like hopefully.
so yeah,
What's up?
so I figured what happened with my the question I asked if you guys were having the issue. So what happened is I bought bought another laptop to work that's faster and everything
Uh-huh.
because I have a lot of work to put in, and so I installed the NetBeans on it, and
Mm-hmm.
it was not responding well with the NetBeans in the sense as in like I didn't have enough time to set it up properly before I started using it. So it wasn't letting me submit the Git to the repository.
Uh-huh.
I fixed that. So then after finally got my repository to sync to be cloned on it, then it wouldn't let me submit like or push the servlet stuff I did to the GitHub. It wouldn't let me do that. But I have 3 laptops, so I just put it on the file on a flash drive, put it on the other laptop I have, the one I'm using right now. So I put it on it and I get it to start commit and I can push it to the GitHub now. So that's taken care of. I didn't do for the servlet. I didn't do anything extra. I just did the hello world, and I also did like a mathematics, something that does some calculations. I don't know what he was exactly looking for, but I just did some other stuff like that I did.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't touched that yet. Like still missing the servlets and the system test that
Yeah.
I finally figured out that Kevin mentioned something this morning that just basically that document that you go over those tests.
Yeah.
What else am I missing? And a couple others, but yeah. But these one are
So
the ones that I got really that got.
I need to do Jason.
What's up?
Jason. I need to do Jason and QSON.
Oh yeah, that's the other one. I don't know. I was hoping Kevin will get connected tonight, but he got something going on. Um,
Then I have the diagrams, all the diagram and MVC. But I feel like I have 9 stuff left to do. Actually, 8 now, seeing as I did servlet, and I'm just gonna submit it. I submit the rest that I did before. All of them, I submitted it in one Word document. Does that matter, or it's best if you do them one by one and submit them, like individually? You guys,
you know, I submitted everything in just one document.
yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah, it,
Just wanted to know it's
yeah, it was
if I
okay.
wasn't if I'm wrong by doing that. What? But
Yeah,
No.
no, it was okay. Like I submitted like I think it was 4 topics and just on one document, and it was okay. No big deal.
okay.
But
I wonder
yeah,
why this thing.
Jerome, do you have any questions that maybe I can answer? Or try to answer.
I don't know. I'm just trying to get through the topics, so.